Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Today I will be working on a project that I've been putting off quite a while now. You see, I've had this box of pins for a few years, and since I don't do a huge amount of sewing projects, I've been getting by with just the way it is. But lately I'm finding myself reaching for the pins more and more, and as a result I'm also poking my fingers quite a bit when I reach into that box. So basically I don't want to do any more involuntary hedgehog or porcupine impressions, and so I have no choice but to dive into this project. No doubt you've already seen the thumbnail, so yes, I'm going with a cactus. I chose the cactus because I had an image in my head of how I wanted this project to turn out, so now it's just a matter of whether or not I'll be able to achieve it. I'll let you know at the end. But to get started, I began by making the pot using a scrap piece of terracotta coloured yarn. Then I joined that yarn to the main skein and crocheted a circle for the base of the pot. Once I've got an approximate diameter on my yarn, I brought in my 50mm, it's just under 2 inches in diameter, wooden circle and measured it. I'm basically gluing the wooden circle to the base for stability. After the base is completed, I went to work on the buttons. Since I planned this video to release on the Friday before Valentine's, I thought I might as well make a nod to that theme. And by a nod, I mean the tiniest bit of eye contact. The only thing even remotely themed is the shape of the buttons. What can I say? I need a pin cushion more than a Valentine's video. Anyway, I sanded the buttons off camera because I didn't want any dust in my crafting area, and then I primed the surfaces with gesso to try and cover up the purple. Once dry, I painted over them with green. After everything was dry, I brought in my gel polish no wipe top coat to seal everything in. Of course, you can use whatever sealant you have available to you. A polyurethane or spray top coat will work just as well. I just chose to use gel top coat because the dry time is pretty quick and the buttons are quite small. For larger items, I tend to use a poly varnish instead. Time for the cactus itself. Using some lime green yarn, I made a chain that is roughly 6 inches long and then crocheted back and forth for approximately 20-ish rows before joining the rows together. I used a slip stitch to connect the two ends together into a tube, and once the tube was created, I left a long tail and used it to weave in and out at one end of the tube and then gathered it all in before cinching that edge closed. Once one end was sealed, it was time to see to the placement of the buttons and eyes. Of course, these are optional and you can skip this step entirely if you wish, or if you want your cactus to be plain and free of embellishments. But once happy with the layout, I sewed the buttons in place, snapped on the washers for the safety eyes and lightly stuffed everything. So it was at this point where I started to see the image I had in my mind really take form, and you've probably spotted it too, but I wanted the pins to look like the cactus needles. Well, more cactus, less pinhead, because I saw that too. But I think the final result landed somewhere between the two. Either way, I was happy with the final result. So the base and top were pretty much done at that point. It was time for the middle, and by middle I mean the soil, or would it be sand? Before that could happen though, I added a row of single crochet at the bottom to decrease the gap a bit. Then with the brown yarn connected, I continued to crochet in the round until I matched the edge of the pot. At the edge of the pot, the two sides were placed together and I slip stitched through them both to close. But before closing completely, I finished stuffing the cactus and the pot together. I'm not sure I explained that entirely well, but I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing in the video. And with that, everything is done. Just before I wrap up, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you've truly made it this far, then please like, share, and even consider subscribing. Don't forget to yeet that bell button to be notified when I upload a new video. And if you like my content, then please stick around and enjoy the beauty shots. Oh, and I no longer need that box, so shoot, go away. See you in the next one. Bye.